For Body Chemistry Associates and Health Connection Radio, I'm your host, Jay Foster. Today, we're going to start a three-part series on anti-aging. What nutrients, what diet will help with anti-aging. We're going to do the first one today on prevention of brain aging. We'll talk about preventing Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. The next one will be on reversing bone loss a natural way, and I'll tell you that calcium and vitamin D do nothing for your bones, but there are nutrients that really help. And we'll follow up in the third blog with anti-aging secrets for healthy hair, skin, and nails. The good news is there's ways to protect against aging. Aging is sometimes referred to as free radical attack, oxidation. We age, we rust, and we can probably slow it down. In fact, I'm going to be doing a lecture on these topics Monday, November 26th at 6 p.m. in South Miami at 6301 Sunset Drive. It'll be a free lecture, but we have limited seating, so please RSVP if you'd like to attend at 305-670-6702 or 1-800-CHEMIST. So what about aging in the brain? Let's talk about Alzheimer's disease. Are there any nutrients or a class of nutrients that might help to prevent or in some cases even treat Alzheimer's? I'm more focused on prevention. So if you go to PubMed, which is the service of the National Library of Medicine and the National Institute of Health at pubmed.gov, pubmed.gov, and put in your search terms Alzheimer's and antioxidants, as of about a week ago, there were 6,619 articles referring to antioxidants and antioxidant nutrients mainly, like E and C and CoQ10, resveratrol, that protect against Alzheimer's disease. Now, there's a big push to develop a drug to do it, and they tried to develop several different drugs, as I'll tell you, that are antioxidants, but you'll never get a better antioxidant than the one you get in nature, vitamin E, vitamin C, etc. So 6,619, I wonder how many your doctor or neurologist has read. Probably not too many. But when in these conditions, the brain's basically on fire. It's under free radical attack. It's under oxidation attack. Oxidations like rust in the metals, where metal rust, that's oxidation. It's kind of like these neurotransmitters in the brain can turn into their own free radicals spontaneously, especially if you don't have enough E and C and other nutrients around, CoQ10. And then it's like releasing little men with a blowtorch spinning around in a circle inside your neurons, and it destroys the neurons. And it does that in Alzheimer's and in Parkinson's. It's called catecholamine oxidation, in putting this big part of this in the book I'm writing. But these oxidized neurotransmitters can destroy the neurons associated with Alzheimer's and Parkinson's diseases. Now, is there any good evidence that vitamin C and vitamin E, any good literature that say that these antioxidants can protect against Alzheimer's disease? Well, if you look up in this hippie health food store journal, Only Kidding, it's the Archives of Neurology, which most neurologists read or should. And the title of the article, this was in 2004, Reduced Risk of Alzheimer's Disease in Users of Antioxidant Vitamin Supplements. That was the title. Archives of Neurology in 2004. The conclusions of the abstract say, the use of vitamin E and vitamin C supplements in combination is associated with reduced prevalence and incidence of Alzheimer's disease. Antioxidant supplements merit further study as agents for the primary prevention of Alzheimer's disease. Now, were they using scary doses of these nutrients? No, they found that if you're just taking 500 milligrams of vitamin C, and we recommend 1,000 or 2,000 for adults as a score bait, and 400 units of vitamin E, which is a reasonable dose, those users had a 78% reduced risk of developing Alzheimer's disease later. 78%. We're not talking 20% or 10% or whatever the medications get. These protect against the development of Alzheimer's disease. Now, as far as I'm concerned, in 2004, this should have been broadcast everywhere so everybody knew, because there's no downside to taking antioxidants like that. But they didn't. And because there's so much money in looking for a drug that they can patent. You can't patent vitamin C, you can't patent vitamin E, but you can drugs. Now, what about resveratrol? Resveratrol is the compound found in red grapes and in red wine. And if this number of years ago, probably 10, 15 years ago, I think, on 60 Minutes, there was an article special on a laboratory and a research team and a company in Canada that had found that resveratrol, properly extracted and applied orally, could help prevent Alzheimer's disease, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and a number of other different things. It's like the French paradox in a capsule. So in current top medical chemistry in 2 years ago, 2016, the title of the article, Resveratrol as a Potential Therapeutic Candidate for the Treatment and Management of Alzheimer's Disease. And it says that resveratrol is a naturally occurring chemical present in red wine. It's exhibited significant antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antiviral, and anti-cancer properties. Although resveratrol was first isolated in 1940, it wasn't until the last 10 years that it was recognized for its potential therapeutic role in reducing the risk of neurodegeneration, that's degeneration in the brain, and Alzheimer's disease in particular. That's the primary cause of progressive dementia. Resveratrol has demonstrated the neuroprotective effects in several test tube studies and in human studies. In fact, after that article came out on 60 Minutes, GlaxoSmithKline thought, oh well, we could take that resveratrol and chemically modify it and make one drug for Alzheimer's, one drug for heart disease, one drug for diabetes, one drug to prevent cancer. And they went nuts. They bought the company for $750 million, billion with a B, $750 million, $750 million they paid for the company that was doing all the research. So they owned the research, and then they tried to make a drug out of it, and the drugs didn't work at all. And they finally sold the company, because a lot of times you can't take what's provided in nature and turn it into a chemical that you can patent. And that's what they now know very painfully. So our resveratrol is, I call it 1,000 glasses of red wine, because the amount of resveratrol in there is absorbed, and we calculated it out, and it's over 1,000 glasses of red wine in 2 capsules as far as the amount of resveratrol. And you have to have high amounts to do the kind of things that they've been shown to do. So with brain aging, off refined sugar, protein and fat at breakfast, even Dr. Perlmutter, the neurologist, says that, lots of more fat in the diet, and protein and fat during the day and before bed helps to fuel the brain off of the inflammatory chemicals. Casein from cow's milk products, goat and sheep cheese are fine, heavy cream is fine, and butter is fine, but not the cow's milk protein. And then protein and fat at breakfast, and then taking reasonable amounts, like I think 1,000 or 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C is reasonable, and anywhere from 200 to 400 IUs of vitamin E, and then CoQ10 also helps, and the 1,000 glasses of red wine. And then we'll go over all this at this free lecture coming up Monday, November 26th. That's the Monday after Thanksgiving. And that's in South Miami at 6301 Sunset Drive. It's a free lecture, but we have limited seating, so please call and RSVP. We'd be happy to save you a seat. The people that attend those lectures always get special offers, and a good time will be had by all. And I'll do the lecture, and we have plenty of time for questions afterwards. And if you'd like to RSVP for that lecture on Monday night, November 26th at 6 p.m., you can call now to reserve seats at 305-670-6702. Also, more information on our programs, the Body Chem programs of Body Chemistry Associates. 305-670-6702 or 1-800-CHEMIST, 1-800-243-6478. On the web, 1-800-CHEMIST.com. This is Jay Foster for Health Connection Radio and Body Chemistry Associates. The next anti-aging blog we'll do is on reversing bone loss the natural way.